Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever made a column or bar chart in Google Sheets and noticed that your highest data point looks weirdly cut off or squished at the top, you're definitely not alone. Today I'm going to show you exactly how to fix those chopped off bars in your chart, so your data always looks clear, professional, and easy to read. By the end of this tutorial, you'll know how to manually set your chart's y-axis in Google Sheets to make sure those important numbers don't get hidden or misrepresented. Let's start by looking at a simple example. Imagine you have a table with sales numbers for different regions: north, south, east, west, central, and international. The sales figures are solid across the regions, but international sales are especially high, 22,000, compared to the others, which are in the 15 to 17,000 range. Now, when you pop this data into a column or bar chart in Google Sheets, you might notice something odd. Every region except international displays nicely, but the international bar looks almost like it's been chopped off at the top or just can't reach its full height. Sometimes it's even squished so much that you can hardly tell how much higher it is compared to the others. Why does this happen? Well, it's often due to the y-axis, that vertical scale on the side of your chart, being set with a maximum value that's too low. Sometimes Google Sheets tries to auto-scale it based on your data, but it doesn't always get it right, especially if you have one value that's much higher than the rest. If the chart area itself is on the smaller side, it makes this even more noticeable because there's less room for your tallest bar to stretch out. The end result, your data looks incomplete or misleading. But don't worry, fixing this is super straightforward. Here, what you need to do. First, click directly on your chart in the spreadsheet. This will bring up the chart editor on the right side of your screen. Now, make sure you're in the Customize tab rather than Setup. This is where the real fine-tuning happens. Next, we're going to focus on the vertical axis, your y-axis. In most cases, this is the axis that labels your sales numbers and shows the scale of your data. Under the Customize menu, you'll see an option usually called Vertical Axis or sometimes just Y-axis. Go ahead and click that to open up the settings specifically for your vertical axis. Now here, where the magic happens, you'll see a place where you can set the minimum and maximum value for this axis. By default, Google Sheets leaves these blank so it tries to guess the best range for your data. Instead, manually set the maximum value a bit above your highest data point. For our sales example, since international hits 22,000, let's type in 25,000. This approach guarantees that even your tallest bar has enough space to breathe, and the chart will show your data accurately. Nothing gets hidden, and the comparison across regions becomes clear. Once you set the max value, take a look at your chart. The international bar should now be fully visible, stretching up toward the top but no longer cut off or squished. The whole chart reads cleanly, and you can instantly see the real story your data is telling. If you ever come across a similar issue with a different set of numbers, say student grades, project budgets, or anything with an outlier value, just remember to adjust that axis range. It's a quick tweak that makes a big difference. If this tutorial helped you out, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any questions or run into any hiccups, drop a comment below. I always love helping out. And don't forget to subscribe for more practical Google Sheets tips and tricks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.